Hey everybody, this is Jam, and today we're gonna watch Filly Funtasia Season 1 Episode 20. The episode is called The Magic Lesson, and we're gonna watch the Slovenian version this time. Why the Slovenian version? Well, as I said, I wanted to stay in Eastern Europe for like 1 or 2 more episodes, and since I wasn't too impressed with the Czech songs last time, I decided to beforehand have a short listen to the intros in the various languages. And would you look at that, the Slovenian dub actually has an English opening. Yes, an English opening. It's not the same English opening that I know, so it's not the unofficial one, but it is something. It's in English, and yeah. I only listened to a few seconds, but hey, maybe the rest of the songs are also in English. That would be pretty sweet, even if it's some sort of unofficial, made by the Slovenian voice actors English version. Who cares? It's something. Finally I can understand something. Which means I might actually leave the intro in the edited version. Or at least parts of the intro, because it's really nice to have something in English here. Yeah, anyways, as I said, the episode is called A Magical Lesson, and since the show takes place at a school for magic, that tells us absolutely nothing. You could call every other episode A Magical Lesson and it would still be correct, so thanks for nothing. So we'll just dive into it. Before we do, however, let me remind you to like the video, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitter and DeviantArt, Patreon, etc, etc. The same thing that every other YouTuber tells you. Do those things and then we can finally get started. Here we go. Let's see. Oh, new character. Another new character. Okay, what did you lose? Did you bring a bunch of bats or spiders or whatever animals? Also, I think that these two are Abra and Cadabra. Well, it looks like the demolition crew is here. And nobody told you. We're off to a good start. Holy hell! Abra and Cadabra. Yeah, I knew that they would appear at some point in the show, but didn't expect to see them in this one. Well, I didn't know when to expect them, I just knew that they would appear. That's pretty cool. And here, English version. Holy hell. I was so surprised to hear this when switching through the voice tracks, and suddenly it's English, and I'm like, what? Yeah, that's an idea. Today, no. Oh, so you have done this before. You should be quieter if you want a good first impression. Not the bickering. Well, Lynn seems to know something. I mean, they kind of look a little bit like her. Entrance. Oh, you're related. That explains why you have the same hairstyle. You're making a good first impression, my dear. And you're not an inch better. Yeah! English songs. Also, it's a new song? Which is which? Now I make this pen disappear. Well, I should probably know both spells, because otherwise you... Okay, the black one is Abra. This seems to be a kind of very uncontrolled teleportation spell. Yeah. Good job, you guys. You made Cedric disappear. We still need him, he's a main character. Well, it is a teleportation spell, that is handy. It would be great if it worked a little bit more controllable. Oh, the creatures that they brought. They do a lot of damage, and they're new. Maybe don't do that. Well, at least it didn't do anything. Yes, let's not do that. That's some Trixie level bullshit. Looks like... Oh, magic birds, of course. I was gonna say weird pigeons. Soothsaying. Okay. Well, at least they're not cockatrices or something dangerous like that. It's only normally dangerous, not magically. Yeah, of course. Feed the bird and it's gonna like you. Works with every animal. They're gonna have an entire murder of birds rampaging through the school. You're not working very hard on fixing this, are you? Nice one. You're being great teachers, setting a good example. Ah, we're getting a familiar song. Yeah. And of course the birds know how to open cages. Well, that bird is just an asshole. I guess that solves the problem on some level. Now you're calling for him. Nobody noticed that. I have to say, Miss Sparkle sounds pretty calm for being in danger of dying pretty soon. Well, I was gonna say you learned the teleportation spell earlier, in an earlier episode, but who knows how they were actually ordered. And the disappearance is, oh geez, too unreliable. Gee, I wonder how they get there. Oh, at least you noticed, after no one else did. Good thinking! You remember that some of these guys have wings. Yeah, helpful to have a few flyers in the group. Well, that's inconvenient. Menacing tree. Yeah, thank you, Zach. Of course. We're getting ants, tree ants or something like that. Oh, the tree sleeps. How convenient. Well, better get to it then. Hey, Bijou. Haven't seen you since ever. We have a lot of songs, a lot of different songs here. I guess I picked a good episode to switch to the dub with the English songs. Oh, that's an ugly tree. Calm down, Alia. Oh, birds. How distracting. Goddamn birds. Completely unreliable. Yeah, now get the hell out of there. No, I think he means the guards. Yeah, even more ants. Well, at least they're not very fast. That didn't work too well. You just cloned them. But are they just multiplying? Well, intimidation, that works too. Well, fire, that is also a way to get rid of them. Yeah. Arson. You just rebuild the tower. It's good that these magical walls always have a spell to just unfuck things. Well, you learned something. That is true. Almost the shot from the intro. Except, well, not the teachers but the students. So episode 20, A Magical Lesson. Well, that was something, wasn't it? Since I talked about the dub last time and since I picked this dub because of the English songs, we'll do a quick detour on that. So yeah, really glad that we have a version with at least the English songs. That's something, at least we can now understand what the hell they're saying. And overall, this dub not too bad. There were some missing vocalizations in some scenes, and Miss Sparkle is just too calm and too uninvolved in everything. That was slightly distracting, but other than that, actually not a bad dub. Might use this as my standard fallback dub instead of the Hungarian one. Though of course there's still some others that we need to try. Or we don't need to, but we're going to. Now for the episode itself. This was definitely pretty enjoyable. First of all, I love that we finally got to see Abra and Cadabra. I had heard about them. They were featured somewhat prominently in promotional materials, and also there were several comics with them appearing. So they seem to have been around for a longer time, though they did have different designs in the comics and the toy lines and everything. But yeah, pretty cool that we finally got to see them. That was something that I was looking forward to. We got a bunch of new creatures. Again, this was an episode without either Wranglem or Baddiewigs, but then again they wouldn't really add anything to the plot. Abra and Cadabra were causing more than enough trouble on their own, so probably for the best that they omitted the villains this time. Well, again, there are by now several episodes without Wranglem and or Baddiewigs, so glad to see that they are not using them in every episode and just omit them whenever they are not needed, so they're not completely reliant on them for the plot. Also, we didn't see Bella. She wasn't in the previous episode and she wasn't in this one either. That's odd, 2 episodes in a row with one of the main characters missing, and this one even had a speaking role for Fabian, as well as Zack kind of substituting for Will, wasn't he? But hey, I like Zack, so that's fine with me. I mean, look at me here. I have a thing for this kind of design, obviously. They once again remembered that he can indeed fly, and that's pretty helpful to get up the tower in lieu of teleportation, which was just not considered as an option. Could have probably done that, though that would need a regular teleportation spell, and that one did require a specific crystal, and they probably didn't have one handy right now. Also, several new creature designs. Holy hell, there was a lot of new stuff this episode. We got those soothsaying birds. They ultimately amounted to nothing, but they were there. And of course, these rock-eating creatures. They were also new, so for once we didn't get grounders once again. And also the weirdest tree, that end treant thing, as well as its guardians. Those also were new designs. There was a lot of new stuff. And then the most unlikely character of all made a return, freaking Bijou. Didn't see that one coming. I think that after Bijou on the loose, he was only in one other episode, if even that. But here we got him again, and he even did something for the plot. Which, yeah, I like that bit of continuity. So overall, this was a really enjoyable episode. Definitely in the top 10. Pretty fun episode. Nothing really more to say here. We didn't really advance the meta plot much. Though, well, there isn't much of a meta plot, except for the whole, well, Wrangler trying to escape and failing miserably. That one was of course not progressed here. And of course I enjoyed having the songs in English, which had nothing to do with the episode and more with the dub that I choose, but yeah. I mean, it is what it is. It's a weird coincidence, but a good coincidence for once, so that's something. Anyways, I'm getting rambly, which means we should end it here. And as always, I have been Stratagem. Thanks for watching, and see ya next time.